and welcome back to Little Miss Dropstitch. Why have I made an effort, I hear you ask, with my hair? No particular reason. I'm literally just waiting for the delivery man to bring me a zip so I can make a cushion this afternoon. No particular reason, but I thought I'd get a bit jazzed up for you all. So today's video I am going to talk about craft shopping in Edinburgh. I went to Edinburgh. Luckily for me there is a direct train from where I live, so can't argue with that. 2 hours 40 minutes. I went there last weekend to meet a friend and colleague from work, and I did drag around the craft shops with me. She was a very good fabric holder and willing participant, so thank you for that, Sheena. I'm going to jump in and show you everything I bought. And I was on a very tight budget because I am saving for various bits and bobs in my life, and I've got Yarndale the same month. You know, when you see your calendar, it's like, why did I do this? So very limited budget. The shops we went to, so I'd done my little plan of organised fun, and it was a map I'd printed out and put all our stops on. And then turns out Edinburgh's a bit bigger than I thought. This was actually my 3rd time in Edinburgh, but I've never really done the craft shops. So where am I going with this? Oh yeah, made my little maps, but then Sheena looked at them because she is Scottish and knows Edinburgh, and was like, yeah, they're quite far away, Rachel. And she's very polite. And she was like, oh, we can get a bus to some. And I was like, Sheena, I would not do that to you. So the ones we went to is Ginger Twist Studio, and how I heard about this one was, I'm very international these days, a lady called Joy, who is just like the sweetest, most wholesome, lovely person ever. She's British but lives in the US. I met her on the trip, the Annie and Carlos Knitting Cruise trip. I'll put some links below. I think I released that one at the start of the year. I met her on there anyway, and then on Instagram she'd put that she was on a bit of a Scottish trip, and one of the shops was Ginger Twist, so I thought, if it's good enough for Joy, it's good enough for me. So yeah, I went there, Ginger Twist Studio and Edinburgh Fabrics. Turns out I'd gone to Edinburgh Fabrics many years ago on my first trip to Edinburgh, but didn't have anything in mind to buy and kind of just had a look. But when I got there I recognised it. There were 3 others that I didn't get to go to. Bee Inspired Fibres, I really wanted to go to them because they do like the Let Lopi and Cama Rose, which I am super into at the minute. I didn't go there because it was a bit kind of far. I didn't want to do Pushina in. And the day after, when I was still there just by myself on the Sunday, it opened 2 till 5 and my train was at 3 and it was a half an hour walk. So yeah, I didn't end up going there, which yeah, bit of a funny opening time, 2 till 5 on a Sunday. There was another fabric shop and I can't remember the name, sorry. And there was also Kathy's Knits, that's not open on a Sunday. So I didn't end up going there. I didn't find, where I went though, the Christmas West Yorkshire Spinners Christmas sock wool. So we'll have to see if that's at Yarndale in Yorkshire at the end of the month. Anyway, I'm keeping you in suspense. So we will start with fabric shop. Oh, I've got a couple of extra surprises that weren't on the list as well to show you. So this is something I wanted. I'd seen it on, not sponsored, but Woolwear website, and I just thought I'll get it. It's a bit dear, but I'll get it. It saves me paying postage and waiting. I wanted to, because you know I like my natural fibres, but then the stuff I use is polyester. I wanted to have a see at wool stuffing. I know you can't machine wash things, that's fine with me. I never machine wash things anyway. I just wait like a week for them to dry. So natural, safe, hypoallergenic, flame retardant and biodegradable. So all the lovely properties of wool that we love. Wool absorbs moisture, bad luck dust mites. It says there's a lot of information, but it complies with British standards. Hurrah. For crafts, toys and cushions, let's have a look actually, because I know some will put on like, oh, there'll be bits in it and a sheepy smell. Ooh. Oh, I do like a sheepy smell. So this is it. Ooh. It'll need fluffing out a bit when stuffing so things don't look lumpy. I've got that because I've seen the West Yorkshire Spinners Christmas pattern book. There's a Jolly Gingerbread Man toy in it and I really want it for myself to make it, so that's why we've got that. Yeah, quite costly. I know I love, you know, doing my pumpkins, which just coming out of all my pumpkin design, and it's been a lot, but it's been so much fun. And yeah, I use polyester, and At the moment where I'm in life at the minute, I probably would again, just because there's so many of them, but on like special things for me and family, I do like a bit of wool, so we'll try that. That's new to me. Oh, they're not that heavy, I don't know why I'm making that noise. So I wanted some wool fabric, you know, the proper Scottish wool fabric, and then I went in. I didn't know really what I was expecting as a price figure in my head, but I went in and it they were like £80 a metre Harris Tweed. Then we were getting a bit cheaper at £60. Some were 40. I mean, I'd have probably paid the 40, but it is a lot of money, and we get why, you know, it's a proper good product and sustainable, natural fibres, all that good stuff. However, I was like, oh, I like that, Sheena, and it's this. I'll show you up close in a moment. It's a mid-pink with a dark pink chevron, nice and woolly. And then I looked at the tag, 25 quid, so I was super happy with that. And I have to say, the guys, it's blokes in the shop, they are absolutely wonderful and lovely. He asked what I was making, he was like, you don't probably need a full metre for that, so he weren't trying to sell me more than I needed. I was like, oh, just give us the metre, I'll think of something. So I'm like, I'll do a draft exclusion out. So anyway, I want this to be like a massive, at least 50cm cushion for like a reading chair, and then probably some draft exclusions as well with it. So can we see? So there we go. It's a bit darker in real life. The light's affecting it, but yes, it's a lovely chevron, and it's just nice and woolly. I have a friend that hates, well, quite a lot that hate wool and, you know, use acrylic, which is popular where I live, and yeah, they hate it, but I love it. Coming out of this shop as well, Sheena said to me, like, I can appreciate why handmade things, you know, at these market stalls you see cost so much, because before you even started with your talent and time, the fabrics do cost a lot. But we like doing a proper job, so I'm super pleased with that. The bloke said the factory was selling them cheap, doesn't know why, there was nothing wrong with them. So yeah, I am super pleased with that. 25 quid for a metre, and it's 150 centimetres as well. Is that 60 inch? Might be. So yeah, proper chuffed with that. Some nice proper wool. And then I'll come up close and show you. I'd seen the Lewis and Irene Small Things Celtic. Basically, I wanted this one with the little Highland coos on. I really wanted that one, and I'd had a peek on websites beforehand, and I saw it on the website, so I hope they still had it in. And then I was like, well, I need to think of something to make, so what else but another cushion? I'm in quite a bit of a cushion phase at the moment. So these are the ones that we picked. I'll bring you in close. Sheena absolutely helped me with this, because it was strange as well, because online you wouldn't have really thought anything of it, but then comparing in real life the colours, which is why I love when I can go into the shops in person in real life. Yeah, there's one we picked that was a creamy, but then compared to the others it just looked yellow and really odd, even though it was, I think it was from a different, yeah, Small Things Celtic collection, the one with the thistles. Anywho, so I have, there we are, my little Highland coos on sage. I got 1/4 metre of each, but this I got 1/2 metre because I'm going to do a bandana for Obi. And I'm tempted to put on like, this little coo belongs to Auntie Rachel. We've got cream coos. And this isn't the attitude when I'm saving. I'm tempted to get more to do like oven gloves then and things like that, but I'm like, oh, would it be slippery with quilting cotton? Do I need something thicker? But it is very nice. And then, so I've gone kind of 2 neutrals, 2 sages. So this has little stag heads on. There was a gorgeous one that was, they had it in purple and they had it with an orange background, and it was like full deers on it. But that was like, we're trying a bit too hard with the Scottish theme now. And then we've got the stag heads, and they're tartan themselves. So if we put all 4 together, I think I might do a log cabin actually, and that's why I'm waiting for Zip actually to arrive. So there we go. I hope I've got all that on, because I can't see what I'm doing at the minute. So yeah, I think I'll do a log cabin, because hexagons, I don't want to do hexagons to death. Yeah, I fancy a log cabin. I'm not a patchwork queen or anything. I kind of just do what I fancy, and that's what I like about patchwork. I've not really ventured into the official blocks and all that. So I'll update, if you follow us on Instagram, I'll update on when I finish that. It might even be up by the time you've come to watch this video. Next up, this was a ginger twist. I was very, very good. I got the interesting one. These were a £5. How cute are them? The little kind of log slices as buttons. I mean, sod's law, when I do come to make things that will suit these, it'll end up, you know, needing 6 buttons and I won't be able to use them. Murray Reach Out, Empowering Lives. Murray Reach Out is a charity providing work for vulnerable adults. Individual buttons are sewn from gathered sticks, holes are drilled in, etc. A bit about the process. The purchase of a small button makes a huge difference, allowing others to achieve. Cool. I think it is Scottish, yeah, it's an AB postcode on the back, so that'll be Scottish. So yeah, I really like those. And then this, okay, might not seem too interesting at the minute. It's just an Aran of the Croft West Yorkshire Spinners in colour Huckster. Okay, light blue, not very interesting, but okay, I've realised lately that light blue is just like a little bit of magic in colour combos. So again, might have done it by then. If not, follow us on Instagram at Little Miss Drop Stitch and you can see the outcome. So I've had it in for a couple of years now, but I will do it this year to do a in the round jumper in Christmas colours. So your traditional kind of commercialised red, white and green. Then I got a gold to put with it, thought I'll break it up a bit, still Christmassy. But then I think if I put this light blue with it, it will just break it down. So it won't be that kind of commercialised Christmas in your face jumper. It'll be like, oh, we're feeling a bit Christmassy, but you know, it's acceptable to wear in November as well. Honestly, I think it can be amazing. Let's hope it is. So stay tuned on the Instagram for that. I really think it's just going to break it up. And it's since I've seen in bits of magazines and in Latvia the colour combination of just putting a bit of light blue stuff. I've noticed it here and about, so I've caught on to that and you can too now. I still loving, I'm thinking of it for a bedroom, the colour combination of the blue, so in this case I'd use the light blue, rust orange and cream. I'm like, that's the one I saw in Latvia. Okie doke, a little surprise as well. That's my luggage tag. Oh, there's another, if you're in Edinburgh, it's kind of, yeah, I think it's on the Royal Mile, it's called Tron Market, and it's not tools, but it's all handmade things, so it's quite popular, you might have heard of it. Paraffle, if I'm saying it right, embroidery. They have a little stand. There's, this is what I brought back for Mum a couple of years ago, actually, when I went to see other people. That little coaster, I got one with a Labrador on for Obi's mum and dad. Okay, so yeah, lots of things with Helen Coos on. They've got a stall with Harry's tweed fabric, dog bandanas, bows, all that, and lots of artwork, jewellery. And the best pun I have ever seen, like, we try not to do tat anymore. I'm a grown person, I've grown up a bit, but the best pun I've ever seen, it was a sheep and it said Dolly Tartan on it, and I just think that's amazing. Anyway, the little Brucey bonus for us, it was the Sunday. I've been controlled with my purchases, all good, but then I saw this little kind of stalls, you know, get bits of food and handmade stuff, and there was some artwork I'll show you up close in a moment, and I just love them. They'll be great for, you know, future home to frame. I will absolutely be framing and putting them up. And I'll read you a bit about the artist first. Okay, so she's called Angel Kwan, originally from Hong Kong, moved to Scotland, and the city's inspired her artwork. She does a lot of architectural paintings as well. This Edinburgh's city's beauty makes her feel calm and tranquil to enjoy the moment and recognise the blessings of life. She hopes her paintings can give people a sense of optimism, a feeling of humanity and able to live for the moment, and there's all her details. So yeah, Angel Kwan, She does, I think, bits of calligraphy. Her handles seem to be that, so do go and find her. Anyway, let me show you. So there's this one of Highland Coos, and well, what captured me was 1, Highland Coos, and 2, I really want that colour or similar I've seen for a dining room. So there we go, that would definitely go up in there. They did originals, cards, prints. These were 2, they were 15 each, or 2 for 25, I want to say. But then I was like, I can't decide between 3. So she, and I didn't ask, but she kindly gave me 5 off one of them as well. There's this one, and look, this little sheep under a blanket of fields and other sheep. Like, how creative is that? So if you've put sheep on anything, you've already got my money. And then this, I will frame and put out at Christmas. They had the original as well. And if I was loaded, I would have bought the original because it's beautiful. She does have a website, shop and things as well. I don't usually really go promoting too many things, but yeah, it was lovely. I mean, how cute is that? And then I got, for my mum for Christmas, I got it as a card, and that was £3. So yeah, really cute and lovely. That was a nice surprise. And then I looked on socials and whatnot, and she was only there for a couple of days at the market on Castle Street, so they were meant for me. So yes, absolutely love those. Any more for any more? We ate nice cake. That was very nice. And then I don't usually drink, but I'd had half an IPA with my meal, and then afterwards I was like, let me treat you, Sheena. So I got us, we had a rosé each, and oh my word, we were both like, are you a bit tipsy? It was a little bit strong. And then she kindly made some chocolate coconut truffles, so then I was just like on my own in bed in the evening with like hundreds and thousands all down me, and on the covers. So there we go. Yeah, this is the Edinburgh trip. Don't forget to watch out. I've got Yarndale coming up at the end of the month. Oh, what else I did in Edinburgh? I did a little pumpkin drop. I've still got some to put out. At the time of recording, we're mid-September, so I'm still going to put some out around the country. Sheena's taken some to put where she lives in Scotland, and my mum will be taking some on walks as well. They're little pumpkins, and there's a little poem, so just hopefully to kind of get little Miss Drop Stitch out there a bit and cheer people up. So do watch the short on that or the TikTok, and I'm like, ooh, there's like famous monument and I'm putting a pumpkin. I was quite self-conscious, but I did get into it. So yeah, maybe you'll do your own little pumpkin drop. I'll put the link below because I've also done the video on how to make the little sewn pumpkins. We've got free crochet pumpkin, free knitting pumpkin pattern, pumpkin family patterns, all of it going on. So I'm well due a rest. By the time this video's out, October might even be over, but you can get a head start on next year. Another thing to mention, actually, this that I'm wearing, this is my idea of muted tones, and my friends were like, Rachel, I don't think that's muted, love. This is my muted tone cardigan with the wool I got from Latvia. So if you want to watch that video of wool shopping in Latvia, I will put those links below as well. So I don't think there's anything else to report for today. I'd love to hear what you're up to and making. If you've been in any wool shops on your holidays, or you've ever been to Edinburgh and in any of the other shops, is there anything I missed out on? Do let us know. Please, please do give us a like, a thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff, so we can go on more shopping holidays. Thank you very much. Have a lovely, lovely afternoon, evening, weekend, whatever you're up to. Take care.